Hey guys, we're back with part 2 of this session. So, where we left off was Thielen just watched as the cart driver disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
Thielen, as you look around, only his cloak or his desert garbs remain on the actual front of the cart.
And we're on our piss break, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I saw what's
Damook
his
began to leave.
Damook.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just left. I'm gonna follow him.
So,
See where he's going and also warn both Damook and Elderthin that the driver is gone.
so you see Damook is sneaking off, and you're going to speak to Damook about this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I have to. Gotta warn that the driver's gone, you know?
begin to
And
follow-
to not get lost in a sandstorm.
We begin to follow Eldrithin as both follow after Damook. Eventually, Damook and everyone else is following him besides Ruby, who's at the cart.
Meditating.
The three of you, after, I'll say, Damook, as you get to the edge of this ravine that seems to go downwards, it seems to have almost a cover that would almost make it impossible to see besides for your keen vision. As you look down, you suddenly feel a hand on your shoulder, and you nearly jump into the ravine on accident. As you look back, you do see Eldrithin and Theo.
I just see the entire cart fucking following me.
Except for Ruby's
Except for
character.
Ruby.
Except for Fellas, yes.
And what exactly were you going towards, if I may ask?
When Damook falls into the ravine.
The Mook instantly dies. Make a new character.
Nope, no new character, you just kicked.
I'm banned. Okay. Just the ravine. It caught my eye. Along, I saw it ahead of the cart before we stopped.
Can I peer down?
As
into
in,
the
we're
ravine?
heading straight towards this.
You guys are at the edge of it, yes. As
Can I peer down?
Thielen, as you get to the edge of it, you do notice like rocks are piercing out of it, as if like tectonic plates had made like this strange piercing of rocks outwards, almost like these cragged teeth, as there seems to be a small bit of rock that seems to cover most of the ravine, as if this is like a large jaw almost, but it's made of rock entirely. And as you pull through and push down and look through, make me a perception check.
Perception? Where's my percent? +4. It's not a saving throw, so you know that doesn't get added. Where's the rules chat? There it is.
I mean, I would probably be standing about as far back as I can.
20.
Being able to touch his shoulder.
You do.
Yeah, to get his attention.
You rolled a 20, you said?
Yeah, well, a 16
20.
plus my 4, dirty 20.
So as you look down, you can see what seems to be this old ravine and whatnot. It seems to get thinner and thinner the closer you get to the bottom of it. It gets really dark, and you can see bits of water that seem to have coated the bottom of this ravine. And as you're about to just like say, oh, it's just a ravine, you swear you see where the water is pooled next to a stalactite. I think the tit is the one that goes up, right? Not the one that hangs.
What?
Yeah, Celestia is the one that goes down.
Stalagmite is the
Stalagmite.
one that's on the floor.
The stalagmite.
Stalactite is
You only need
clings
to
tight
say
to
one
the
of them.
ceiling.
The stalagmite
You've got
is pushing up next to this water, and you can just see what seems to be a small hole that goes down further into the ravine, where it seems to pinch itself off, and what seems to be just barely at the end of your vision, worked stone.
Warped stone?
Worked stone. Like
Oh,
limestone.
worked
that's been-
stone.
That's been
Okay.
worked, yeah.
Huh. There's a pathway just below the water with some stone that appears to be.
Next to the water.
There's a path next to the water, and it looks like it's been.
You're not sure how, like, it just looks like it's worked stone.
Yeah, it looks like stone that's been worked on.
Yes, well, we
I
can
mean,
perhaps take a look at it later. We do have to leave soon.
Well,
Oh,
I mean, it's been
speaking
like
of that.
3 minutes.
The
Yes,
break is
well,
30 minutes, but it
not.
might be longer. The driver is gone.
The what?
The driver is what?
The driver is gone.
Meanwhile, we turn back to Ruby. Ruby, it's nice and quiet here.
Yep.
As you stand up from your meditation, you're like, why is it nice and quiet? As you begin to start looking around the cart, You see the remains of the driver's clothing on the front of the carts, and you see footprints of your friends just leaving the carts area and going off in a random direction, but you don't see your friends.
Well, I'm just gonna inspect the clothing then.
All right. As you pick up the clothing, a bit of dust pours out of it. The clothing itself does seem to have these nice wraps that go around the face. They seem to fall down into these like tattered robes that seem to block most of your body if you were to wear it. And they seem to have built-in gloves, as well as these. They seem to be these large robes that fall down to the like middle of your shins, and then there also seems to be built-in pants underneath them.
Alright. So, can you tell if they're magical?
Make me an Arcana check.
Okay. 16.
They seem to have little bits of magic in them, and you're not sure if they have a higher enchantment on them, but you could tell that they are made to withstand the passing of time a bit. It seems the tatters in them, what little tatters are in them, provide that they are very old in make. And even just looking at them, this cloth, this silk that seems to line these strange robes of sorts, these garbs, are very old. They're like, I would say your character would probably place them about 300 or so years prior.
Ooh, so about half my age.
Mm-hmm.
Quite some fine quite some fine work here. As I'm going to fold them up and set them on the front where the driver would have sat before looking around for my allies.
Okay. Do you go back to meditating or go look for your allies?
Look for my allies, I said.
Okay. So, as you go to look for your allies, the rest of you continue.
The driver is gone.
What do you mean he's gone?
I asked him a question. My head started to hurt, and when I refocused my vision, he disappeared. All that was left was his clothing.
What did you do?
All I did was ask him a question about the details of our mission, and then he showed me a vision, and then when I came to, he was gone. I don't know what happened.
I'm guessing, that Theolin is standing a bit farther back from me than Mook.
No, I feel like I'm closer to Demook than you are. I went to peer down the ravine.
You're both at the edge of the ravine. You're like 10 feet back.
Well, somebody has to drive.
Does anyone know how? I own a sand glider, but I've never driven it.
It's not a sand glider. This is specifically a sled kind of like contraption that goes on the sand, not above it an inch or so.
Oh, okay. I own a vehicle that traverses across sand, but I've never driven it. I just got it.
I've never driven a vehicle before myself.
What about you,
Much less one of
Mook?
these.
Is at this point you guys hear, "Hello?" The elf is calling for you all.
We should probably head back and explain to the elf.
Demook, did you find what you were looking for? Are you fine with moving forward, or should we stay here just a bit longer?
I'm gonna take a quick glance back into the ravine.
Demook, as you take a glance within the ravine, your red dragon blood begins to not boil, but simmer.
Simmer?
Yes, there we go. Simmer. As you look down, you swear you see from where Thielin pointed out what seems to be this strange glint. I want you to make me a general charisma save.
You have a +4.
Oh, you're that kind of paladin? Fuck
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that means altogether I have a +10 to this roll.
Oh my goodness.
Fuck!
Holy shit! What,
He's
nat
so got
one?
13.
13.
The stars were aligned for you.
That would have been so cool.
You feel the presence of your draconian ancestry blood within your body, urging you to follow this glint. Your greed from your red dragon heritage is pulling you. But you can resist it if you wish.
We can move on. I don't think we have bigger things to take care of. If we find time, we can come back.
In the back of your head, you hear, "It should be ours, weakling."
If we find the time, we'll come back here. I promise, Dumu.
The world is ours. Take it. Anyways, so Damook.
Let's move. Get the fuck out.
We gotta figure out the situation.
Everyone else just see like Damook's eyes go hazy for a second.
He's thinking real hard, which is hard for him.
Is intelligence your top stat as well, sir?
Look, 8 in intelligence is not that bad, okay?
That was a funny part of the session 0. I was like, man, your character's so stupid, and Coriander was like, oh come on, he can't be that stupid. What's your intelligence stat? And I said, watch, it's gonna be 8, and he's like, 8, and then Coriander was like, oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, I have an 8 intelligence as well, honestly.
I have an 8
Yippee!
charisma.
Oh, 8 intelligence is okay, interesting.
I have an 8 in strength, except I have the
So,
ogre gauntlet, so that's 19.
Damook, do you resist this urge?
Yes, we...
Thielen.
Yeah?
As you stare at him and everyone begins to walk away, you stare down the ravine one more time and you do see a small glint.
Do I also have to roll a charisma save?
Your character is not of greedy nature by blood.
No, it is
Technically
not.
you are human, but
I am.
Damn.
I'll say you do get the sense that there may be something down there that may be of interest if you wished to delve down that direction.
Can I, like, mark this down on, like, a map? I don't think I have a map, actually.
don't have
Never
a
mind.
map.
I want to see if there are any, like, peculiar landmarks, something's like unique to this area, so I can have a mental image of I should come back here.
The
With
cavern
the
is
moon.
like maw that seems to be made of rock and stone.
All right, I will mark that down. I will remind him when we're finished with our quest.
We just left.
Was it Iode?
No, I am
No.
still here.
Gosh.
Ah. Anyways, you begin to place in your mind this place. You're not sure exactly where it is. As you begin to leave in the direction of your pit stop. Ruby, eventually your friends do start to walk away from this large cavern that they were next to.
Oh, there you all are. What
The
happened to
driver's
the
gone.
Driver?
I asked him a question, and he's gone.
Does anyone know how to drive? I certainly know, but I want to know if anyone else does, so we can swap out that shift.
I don't know how to drive.
I do.
I'd be willing to give
anyone
it a
else?
try, however, I do not have knowledge, no.
Remember, you're not just
Right.
like driving a boat. This is a vehicle
A land
manned
vehicle.
by. This is a vehicle manned by a camel.
Yeah, I have proficiency with land vehicles.
Cool.
I'll take that as a no. Well, I'll get changed real quick and then we'll be off. As I just
Also-
grab the clothes off the front seat and inside to get changed quickly.
Eldrathan is going to turn to the Mook. So what was so intriguing about that? Was there something in it, or was it the shape of it? Was it the anything around it?
Demook.
It was just the shape. It was interesting.
I see.
The shape was interesting. Doom back.
What?
Yeah, what?
Hold on.
The Mook back.
Damook! Damook bad!
When we're finished with the quest, I don't mind coming back here if you had missed something.
Oh, I would like to return myself. It does seem...
What about you, Alistair?
Who?
That's their name, right? Oh, Phallus. Fuck, I'm stupid. Ignore me. What
like,
about you,
like
Phallus?
genitalia, phallus.
Phallus?
At this point,
Phallus,
you
but
see
with a T.
the elf walks out.
Ellis.
Fellas, are you wearing armor, by the way?
No, I am not.
So as you step
I put
out,
on.
they look exactly like the driver, and you can't actually see their faces. It seems to be a void and simply those red eyes again as they step out, as they begin to speak to you. Go ahead.
Phallus, would you...
Oh, what's that?
No, sorry.
You
Well,
look... I can't even tell. I can't even see.
well, of course, these robes were made roughly 300 years ago.
Thielen, as he says this, roll me a history check.
Okay. History. That's not my strongest, but let's try.
Can I ask you a quick
Actually, before you
question?
roll, it could be religion as well.
Oh, it couldn't be religion? Can I do religion instead then?
I have a question.
Not that one. That one. For a six.
Just out of quick curiosity, would my character know what the dread helm?
You know what a dread helm is, yes, but this doesn't seem to be a dread helm. Ruby.
Yep.
Roll me a charisma save. And you don't get
Oh,
you don't get the
God.
benefits of Thielen. You don't get the benefits of Thielen here. Because this would have been while you were in the carriage dressing.
Christmas save. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna use a different d20. That one's been all
Roll it in
wonky.
chat for me.
Alright. I just tossed the d20 into the air, and then when it came down, it landed flat on 20. You know what? Dice Golem, you haven't let me down yet.
Don't jinx it.
Natural 1.
No, that
If it's a
one
nat
was used
1,
for
that would
me.
be a total of 0. Shit, 7.
7. As you step out and you begin to talk to these people, you start to hear strange winds. That the winds of the desert seem to pass by your ears, and they sound like the wailing of the deceased. As you try to just cover your ears, you try to pull this strange clothing off, and it doesn't come off.
Are you alright?
You guys see them frantically trying to rip this clothing off, and it's not coming off.
I believe we should probably remove clothes.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and rip it off.
Right.
I'm gonna pull out my battle axe to try and help cutting where necessary.
So, as you guys try to rip it off, it is heavily, seemingly placed on them. And as you pull it and go for a strike against it, go ahead and make me a strike, Elderson.
Alright.
Elderthin, the newest medication for elders with overweight diabetic concerns.
Hey, come on now.
Um,
Let's see. My battle axe is +6. checking to make sure I don't check my here. Okay, my feet is all like that. Gotcha. 1D 20, not 12D0
What?
plus 6.
I wonder what would happen. Let me just roll that.
Oh my
I
god.
missed. Not critically, but
Ah. Anyway, so you go to strike this clothing, and you do hit the clothing, but it doesn't push through, and you can tell immediately that this is heavily magical in nature. Not just
I'm-
ignoring weather and aging.
I'm
As
can't say I'm
as your
quite
battle
sure.
axe is like pushing through it, and you're trying to push through it and tear it. I will say because of the place you're from, Eldrithin Damuk, roll me Arcana checks, Chiron. Roll me a religion check.
Religion.
No. Second, double checking about my.
Mine is a
feature here.
5.
A 7.
Yeah, a 7, my bad. I'm sorry.
Anyways.
Okay, so you said an Arcana.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank goodness for proficiency.
I also remember. We had the same thing. Let's
So
go.
as you're like trying to figure out what is happening here, like you keep pushing down with your axe, Damuk.
Yeah.
You've seen this maybe once or twice while in Draconia. When someone slighted somebody of higher standing, they send them a gift instead, a white elephant kind of gift. This is definitely a cursed item. And you start to notice the buildup of magical cursed energy as he's trying to cut through the garment, and you get the feeling he shouldn't continue. Do you say anything? Or
I'm
do
a
you
good
just
person.
simply step back?
Oh god. Alright. He hasn't proven to be evil at all. Okay, I would be nice. Hey, I would stop. Don't stop doing that.
Eldrithin, how dare this low-born dragonborn question your authority and your judgment?
Nonetheless, I don't know what this is.
I'll say how
His
prideful
statement
is your
implies he might.
how prideful is your character? That's what I'm asking.
Give me just a sec. I need to think about this.
Thalen will let go.
All right. As you let go, we're seeing what happens here because Eldrithin would be the first one to stop attacking it at that point.
Seeing that his attacks aren't working, he will stop. However, he will reason that it is because the attacks are not working,
Okay.
not because.
This low-born motherfucker told you to.
Yeah.
All right.
He has pride in his knowledge.
Okay.
So admitting that he does not know something is
You pull back
a
your
little
weapon,
bit much.
and as you do, you pull it up and like you're about to put it away, and you feel like this strange energy hit you, and you look towards your axe, and you can see the edge has been dulled a little bit, and you could tell immediately what has caused this cursed energy. And you
This
get
thing is cursed. As I'm going to let go of it because I don't want to be cursed.
feeling, you immediately let go of it as well.
Yeah.
Ruby, you hear them say, "This thing is cursed."
Bollocks.
As you say this, everyone else hears from Ruby.
Oh no.
Oh goodness gracious. Okay. Let me see if
I
I have a spell.
Does
Ruby,
anyone by
make me a
chance
con
have a
save.
way to
A
dispel a
con
curse?
save.
Ruby, you have a +4
Mm-hmm.
because of my word protection.
Okay, okay. Con save with a +4. Alright. Nat 20, 25.
Okay. Alright then. Let's roll this still. You take 25 reduced to 12, reduced again to 6 points of necrotic damage.
Alright.
Continue your roleplay here.
What the fuck do we do? I will say that in character.
Well, unless one of us has a way to eliminate curses, and by chance, if anyone has a way to drop in my axe one, that'd be nice.
I don't know if this will work. I'm gonna try it though. I'm gonna cast command on Ruby.
Okay.
Or on yeah. You must make a wisdom saving throw.
Well, what are you commanding them first?
I want to command them. One of the things is drop, and they drop whatever they're holding. Can I ask Ruby take off the cloak?
Well, it's one word, so you could do anything. You could do anything that's outside of the original commands it gives you. It's just if you want to be more precise, you can speak to the dungeon master like, "Hey, I want them to take this off," so I command them strip or something like that.
I'm gonna do
Or
that.
remove.
Command for it would be
I'm gonna command you to strip, but
Oh,
you have to roll a
God.
wisdom saving throw.
That is unfortunately one of the things I'm good at.
And you have a +4.
Well,
extra.
don't be good at
And
it.
you have a +4 extra because Thielen's right next to you.
What if I don't consider him my ally?
Doesn't matter. Because you are trying to do something good for this person. They are not hostile. You are considering them an ally. I'll say you take a good
Alright.
few steps back so he doesn't get the +4.
Okay.
Okay. So, doot. 12.
You don't beat it. I have a 15 saving throw DC.
Alright, Ruby.
Nice.
You are compelled to strip. As you guys watch as this individual, this elf, begins to rip, you can see their hands are starting to turn, well, you can't see their hands, but Ruby, you can feel a burning sensation tearing through your entire body as you begin to actually pull this item off of you. You guys hear the sound of ripping flesh as they begin to pull their flesh off of their back.
Make them stop.
Ruby.
Stop.
And
Well, they do it no matter what. Ruby,
Fuck.
roll me a strength check. Well, an athletics check here.
oh god.
Fuck me.
The amount of
Slash
damage that we
roll.
take from ripping off their skin is going to be not fun.
1d20 plus 6. 13.
Okay. 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 So, you rip this cloak off your back, and you suffer 44 points of slashing damage. Does this knock you unconscious?
No.
Okay. So how much health do you have in total?
Still over half health.
Okay, how much
I have
I'm asking you how much you have in total.
63 total health. I currently have 35.
Okay. Wait, 30.
The math doesn't add up there.
They probably
Yeah,
took
no,
damage
you just
earlier.
took 40, you took 44 slashing and 6 damage of necrotic damage earlier.
Wait,
You should be down
44?
50. Yeah.
I took 6. I took
You took 50
6
damage.
from necrotic.
Yes, and then 44
What?
slashing.
So you
Oh,
have
I
13
missed
health
that
left.
completely.
As you rip this off, you guys all watch. They doff the clothing. As they do, they've ripped off most of their 2 layers of their first bits of skin. As you see, they are just like this human animatronical figure that is just bleeding profusely. And they just... as they are their nerves are basically exposed. All of them.
I'm gonna.
And I'm guessing that based upon their statement, they are now unconscious as well, correct?
I don't know, are they? Ruby?
Hold on. So after the 6, I was at 57.
Well, you should have been at full, so you would have taken 50 in total.
50 in total from the slashing and the necrotic.
Yes, and you wouldn't have taken any before that because it had already been 24 hours.
Ah, I forgot
Yeah.
about that. My bad.
So I was at 13 after that.
Okay, they are screaming and blood is just pulling off them. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna rush over, grab him, bring him into the thing, and cast Cure Wounds
So,
at second level 3 times.
Okay, you begin to start pushing into them. Ruby, make me a con save as you do with a +4.
You have +4.
All right. You know what? Grabbing the currently unused D20 I have because I have 4 of them.
In channel, please.
Oh dang.
Everyone else is rolling in channel, so I'm going to ask you to.
Yuck. 16.
All right, you managed to stay conscious and not die from your wounds that you gave to yourself. As they begin to pour this energy into you, you see the flesh does regenerate just a little bit. The cure wounds and all that shit doesn't regenerate an entire layer of flesh. That would be regenerating
I know.
shit like that. This is just currently marking off what little wounds you can that are bleeding profusely. They are basically missing their skin suit.
I have a med kit. Can I try and I don't know, wrap?
Mummify
Right.
me?
Yeah, mummify
All right.
with some gauze and shit.
Go ahead and roll the cure wounds.
Yeah, I cast it 3 times at 2nd level, so it's 2d8 per thing. So can I just roll 68?
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. So, as you begin to wrap them in gauze...
That's not... Sorry, my D did
That
not...
is technically 68.
My D key did not press.
31 plus 3 times your charisma modifier.
Oh. Plus my charisma modifier?
Yes, which should be 3 times. Because this is cure wounds, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's your charisma modifier?
A +4, so...
That's 12, so that
12.
is
43.
So, Ruby, you feel your life energy is replenished as he begins to wrap you. Roll me a medicine check.
1, 2.
R1D. Why aren't you... There you go. 1D... 20...
Not how I thought the session would go, by the way.
Yep.
Do I get any bonuses from the med kit? I can't remember.
No.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Alright, you wrap them up. As they are in pain, writhing on the couches, which are now stained in blood.
That's fine. There's no driver to complain.
So what do we do now?
Our driver is gone. And our
The only
backup driver
replacement
is
incapacitated.
and our replacement is incapacitated.
Camp
Yes.
for a day?
Do we hunker down or do we give it a shot?
As I said, I'm willing to learn. I may know a good deal. Do not know everything. But that I do not know. I will learn.
But I know that I do not know.
I learn, but I do not
Just
learn.
these fucking riddles just to say yes.
First of all, we have to get rid of that cloak.
Agreed. I'm not touching it though.
Upon hearing this, I am going to point to the satchel I do have.
Satchel? Well, I
Inside
don't want
of
to.
which they will find a couple flasks of oil and a couple empty flasks.
What good are these oils?
Does anyone have a torch?
Yeah, well, yes, but it's
So-
on the sand sled that we sent ahead with most of our belongings.
Drawthin, I will say you get the feeling you know what they are implying, burning the clothing. You immediately realize, because of your magical nature or your magical knowledge, as well as Damook, you realize this because of where you grew up. Burning a cursed item is not a good idea. Burning a magical item and destroying a magical item is not a good idea. You do not want to see what happens when a cursed item is destroyed.
Burning it would be a bad plan.
Okay. Does anyone have a large stick?
You are not using my battle axe. It may be dulled. I can resharpen it once we get our stuff back.
No, I was gonna take the long stick, pick up the cloak with the long stick, and toss it into the ravine we were just at.
That's not a terrible idea.
As you guys are discussing this, you suddenly feel the carriage... sorry, not the carriage, but the sled begin to move.
What the fuck?
There's no driver. How is it moving?
Can I check the driver's seat?
All right, so once again, you can't really check the driver's seat, but you can move the shit. Yeah, so I guess you can. You push up and you see, wearing the same cloak, the driver has somehow returned.
What? I'm gonna go back and motion for everyone to get on before it gets too close.
You guys are already on. You
Yeah,
literally
we're already
brought
on.
him in, and you were talking inside.
I brought him in.
Yes.
I brought
How would
him
the
in. I thought
rest
they
of
were
them
still
be
on.
talking to you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're all
no.
inside. I thought this
Okay.
was known.
Damuk, did you
Then
go
never mind.
inside? Because Damuk was not really talking much.
I guess I did, yeah.
I'll say-
Honestly, I'm just watching everything that happened because this
There's
is terrifying.
There is a driver again.
I'll say, Damuk, as you were the last one inside, you looked out as they were talking about burning it, and you just saw suddenly the robes themselves suddenly stood up as a bit of sand blew past them and got onto the driver's seat as the sled started moving.
Okay, that's all right. That is my information. I guess if it becomes important, I'll share.
How was there a driver again?
I have no idea. There
I'm
just
gonna look
is.
where the robes were.
Well, you open like the canopy that you look, and you look back, and you are already a bit away from where they are. You don't see the robes on the ground, though, as you are starting to push just out of the range of being able to see them.
What the? I'm gonna head back and just like, what the fuck? I don't curse often, but what the fuck?
I don't know. What do we do? Do we let him drive us?
Do we have an option?
I
It's
don't
really not a
think so.
choice.
I'm gonna continue to take care of
Thielen.
Ruby's character.
Roll me a history check again, Thielen, or a religion check.
Religion, please. Why aren't you clicking?
Hmm?
There we go.
The key.
20 plus 5.
Over
A
here,
17?
Chiron's about to post this in the Rolls channel.
Yeah.
17? As you're
Yeah,
starting
17.
to go, you're starting to piece together bits of history and religion that are from the Dorathian sands themselves. You have heard of, you're not sure what the names are, but you have heard of creatures that are said to, in the ancient Durat, which are an ancient Dorathian human variant, which are said to have...
Yeah, I met them at the manor, right?
Yes. The ancient Durats, the tribesmen speak of when they used to not rule over, but exist within the actual continents of this one, of strange beings of tattered cloak that almost moved with the wind and appeared when the wind itself wailed and creaked and groaned that would aid others in traveling across the dangerous sands. They called them the Guthali, but you're not sure what that means. It was
Guthali?
definitely something about their traditions saying, ancient texts reveal, do not anger the Guthali. The Guthali are
Same.
guides, and shit
Who
like that.
help?
Guthali, by the way, is G, a U with 2 dots on the top, Thali. Guthali.
Cloaked sand beings who help travelers. Don't anger.
They are guides to both the
Guides,
living and
yeah.
dead.
Guides.
From what religious stuff you could find from beforehand with the Durat, it mentions them almost like a Chiron kind of esque person.
Yeah. A Karen?
Charon?
Charon.
Yeah,
the
Charon.
the guide of the River Styx, basically.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's said in their tribal religious kind of fashion that they are guides for lost or wandering souls or people within the deserts.
Okay.
They appear in random places.
I believe I've heard of this creature from my religious studying and texts and delve into Durath history. The ancient Durathians spoke of beings called Guthalis. They are guides to travelers in the desert. So I believe if we just let him or let it drive us, we should be fine.
Karen, actually, with that religion, you would also know that there are many theories, especially within recent Durath, that pin them as the Guthali themselves as lost, wandering souls that wish to guide others after becoming lost themselves as well. But that's not been proven. So there's a thought they may be undead souls as well.
Yeah, and that adds to my struggle. But we should be fine in their care. And with that, I am going to spend the rest of however long this takes us tending to our very, very injured companion.
All right. So,
See,
as the rest of the day continues, is there anything else you guys would like to do?
would anyone like to hear a few of the stories I have learned in my studies?
I'll I'll make a like an agreeing sound as I continue to tend to Ruby's character.
You'll notice
I'm
that their
just-
smile never leaves their face.
It's kind of hard to smile when you rip your lips off. Like, you have no lips. It's literally your teeth are visible. You're down to your last layer of flesh, and that has revealed your nerves.
You are in extreme pain, sir.
Hopefully,
Fail.
some of the wizards at the site can help us.
Yeah, you just
One
see him
can
still
certainly-
trying to smile.
Smile through the pain. Wait, hang on, I got the perfect ironic gif for this.
GIF.
I will kill you. You know, I was looking up like a design so I could show you guys what I mean, but I just saw anatomical titties, so. Anyways, but yeah. So, as you begin to regale what tales, Eldrithin?
Just some of the historical tales that I know.
Okay. You begin to
You know,
speak about the historical boogeyman of Surelius Ilaria, of Durath. You begin to speak of the rising historical moment of Draconia upon the ley lines after the Second God Wars. You begin to speak of the historical figure who's thought to be legend at this point, Altrivius Hemsgrove, a Goliath from Stone Throw, who is fated to be one of the ones that ended the God Wars and became a demigod himself. But his story has disappeared since then. You speak about the wastes, Mestrenith or Mesterella, I can't remember the actual name of it, but the ones to the south of this continent that seem to have been at war recently.
Martel?
No. Martell is the capital city of
Alright,
Durath.
alright.
Yeah.
I'm just scrolling through the lore, seeing if I can find it.
You don't have it there, no.
Okay.
Anyways, you start to go over all these events through history, and as you do, the day begins to pass. As night comes, Ruby, as you lay there, you keep seeing the figure of the cloak's face just staring at you in your dreams. It appears and disappears and bursts back into your mind. And as you awaken in a cold sweat, you see the driver is just standing above you.
What
Oh,
are
jeez.
you doing?
You can't
question.
fucking talk in this form. All you go is, oh, you're dirty.
I do my. Yeah, it's just gonna be more like. Think that, I guess, then.
The creature reaches down and begins to get ready to touch you. Do you allow it to touch you? You can move, but it hurts to do so.
You know what? Screw it.
If I die, I die.
That's his thoughts. He's enjoyed life to the fullest while working his job.
Alright. As it touches you, you feel this cold energy embrace and push over you. Do you allow it?
Yep.
Alright, Ruby. Your creature type is now considered undead.
Alright.
However, your flesh
Never
does
get the con-
regrow.
Oh, so I'm fully healed.
Yes, but you are considered undead.
Alright. Let me just note that down.
As the next day comes and you guys begin to continue to travel, you do notice that Ruby's character does seem to be much better as they take off their wrappings and whatnot. And as they do, you swear you feel this like cold, no, you don't feel it, but feeling as you watch them, you can see their skin is much paler than it should have been.
Balin will keep his thoughts, his initial immediate reaction to himself. But
I will say that is quite the
he will
speedy
be suspicious.
Sorry.
Go
Sorry,
ahead,
no,
Pete.
that was it.
Yes.
I will say that is quite the speedy recovery from such severe injuries.
Yes, I was surprised by it as much as you were.
Well, as long as you're okay.
Well, Theolin, perhaps I should have you heal me anytime I get hurt.
I
Clearly, you know
wasn't-
how to do it quite quickly.
I wasn't aware I could do that either, but to each their own, I guess.
I do not believe it was you.
To this
Mhm.
point, you
Oh,
guys hear
super tell.
the desert sand is blowing heavily against you. You guys are in the middle of a sandstorm. You pick up, and as you do pick it up, you do hear the sound of a off to your left side.
That's not a good sound.
That is not. We can't let anyone trapped in the sandstorm. We have to invite them. I'm gonna.
Demook,
I believe that was more
As-
so the sound of something breaking.
Demook, as you hear this sound, you look to your left, and your immediate spider sense goes off, and you immediately duck. As you guys watch Demook duck, the entire tarp that's above you, suddenly an anchor comes flying through it, and goes out the other side, hitting the sand on the other side, as the entire top of the domed structure of just felt silks, carpets, and rugs suddenly gets just decapitated off. As the sandstorm starts to buffet you all in there, as you close your eyes for a second, Demook, you stand up and grab the chain. As you look to your left, and you see what seems to be these two figures go flying off to the sand. Well, four of them specifically. As you see a broken ship.
Sure. The thing.
What was that?
Is our current sled slowing down?
At the moment, it is, let me roll. At this moment, it has stopped for a second. As you see, the driver himself just looks over to the left.
I'm gonna look in that direction.
Alright, you see what seems to be four people who are starting to stand up, look behind themselves, and starting to run in your direction, as at this point, Gesh, Raheem, you both see a large sand sled like one that you were just on, that you got lost from, seemingly stop in front of you as the anchor is flown through it. And you see other individuals looking off. As you both turn around, you see rock land behind you as you see this large elemental is giving chase to you.
Oh fuck yeah! I'm a run.
Alright, you see these four start running, and there is a panicked look on their faces. They keep looking behind them. Raheem,
I'm gonna lean at.
Silene, what are you doing? What is your character doing?
Running.
Okay. And I'll say the woman that you could see is running, but at a pace where it makes it look like she is composed.
Walking.
Thielen is gonna lean out as far as he can, or like, hold his hand out to like pull them in as soon as they get close.
Well, you don't see the elemental at the moment.
Well, yeah, but you said they looked panicked.
Yeah.
So
as you
I
hold your
assume-
hand out, Gesh, Celine. As you get like within 30 feet of the cart and you're about to start speaking to these other individuals to jump in, everyone else sees this 30-foot tall, just rocky cylinder hit the ground as you look up and see this like 100-foot tall, just earthen giant with a single glowing eye in the middle of its otherwise detailless face, just looking down as it takes one arm up and goes to get ready for a strike as the cart begins to start to book it. Celine. Yes, both of you roll me acrobatics checks or dexterity saves with advantage as you have hands reached out to you.
Yes.
Are they within 10 feet?
We'll drop them.
I would say they would at this point get within 10 feet as they continue to run, yes.
Oh wait, this is athletics, not a saving throw.
oh, wait.
Never
This
mind
is a,
then.
This is a saving throw. A dexterity,
Oh, then you both get a +4.
a dexterity saving throw.
They both get a
You
+4.
know why
Yeah.
I'm fucked because I have like a -1 to dex.
Yeah, but you still get the bonus. You get a +4 advantage.
D20,
Okay. So
3 advantage. 22.
Oh,
All right.
let's go.
So you both rush up and you watch as Celine goes to grab onto Thielen's hand, this strange human's hand, but you push off her immediately, Gesh, and grab onto this man as Celine grabs onto your leg as the cart wheels off as the elemental's hand hits into the ground directly behind you. Thielen,
Yeah.
you've seen desert elementals before, but they've never gotten to this big to your knowledge, and not many people have mentioned elementals of this size. You're not sure if it was the recent celestial solstice or not that has caused a tremor in primordial magic or not. But this thing is like 100+ feet tall, and it is not something you have seen before in Dorath.
I am gonna turn around and try to banish it.
Alright, Gesh, as you are holding on to Thielen, you turn around and you start to look towards this creature. You are in the middle of a sandstorm. I'd like a perception check, Gesh.
I will. Am I able to reach Celine at all?
17.
Well, give me a second. So, 17.
Okay.
Yesh. As you turn around, you can't really see much of its form, and at this point, you can't really see it because it's starting to get behind a little bit. It is going to start giving chase, and we are going to roll initiative. Everyone roll initiative here.
Alright.
Alright. Okay.
Don't mind the rogue with a +1 to initiative.
8.
Okay,
14.
I'll ask you for your rolls. So.
Oh, fuck, blast. Wait, do I have that thing? I think I have the thing.
Nat 20, 23!
Chiron, what'd you get?
I got an 8.
Okay.
Okay, I have advantage.
So you like almost get knocked back as you're holding on to these two because of the cart moving very fast immediately. Gesh, what'd you get?
14.
14? Okay, yeah, pretty nice, pretty nice. Ruby, what'd you get?
Nat 20, 23.
Okay. Actually that would be its strength, so no, it would just be okay. Okay, so this goes down here instead, sorry. Alright.
Perfect, V. Perfect.
V, what'd you get?
6.
6? Bruh. Celine, what'd you get?
Hey, it was almost an at 1 if I had remembered.
5?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay.
Also, where's the
Zeus?
roll 20 link?
Well, I don't have a link for this one.
Ooh. I need to do an advantage thing. Hold on.
Are you a barbarian?
Oh no, I have the weapon of warning.
Okay.
We discussed it.
Yeah.
16.
You
Much
have
better.
advantage.
Like, your weapon is, like, almost heating up to an uncomfortable amount in your hand, by the way.
That's
Like,
great.
It almost seems to be on fire, but you're used to this heat. Like, anybody else that held it, like, it would just light their hand on fire immediately. So anyways, here's the initiative.
I'm just really stressed constantly.
So, Ruby. Your character is named, what again? Fellas?
Fellas.
Fellas, as you suddenly see this large creature and you realize everything's happening, you feel the adrenaline hitting your body, but you don't feel your heartbeat, like, pumping fast. You just feel a... like an energy pushing through your body instead. What are you doing, Ruby? As this creature's about 50 feet behind the carriage, as it's just landed a large strike where the other two were at one point, but seems to have missed, as it pulls up these large hammer-like arms.
So the roof is gone, and how fast is the carriage moving? Well, the sled?
At this point, like 60 feet a turn.
60 feet a turn.
And the sled goes at
Alright,
the
so...
end of the turn.
Okay.
Alright, so that means I will not be able to do much. Well, I could do one thing. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna activate my flying boots and fly straight up to the desert elemental.
So you're gonna stop, fly towards this creature 50 feet behind the carriage that towers 120 feet above you, leaving the rest of the party to run away, and probably getting yourself killed. This creature that has just left a large impact crater in the desert and probably would have killed you all with a single punch. Are you sure?
Never mind.
This creature is like a colossal titan of earth, of sandstone, of sand.
No. Let him be the hero.
I don't
Do
have
what
any
you
ranged
want. Do
weapons.
what you want. I don't mind. Do what you want. Out of character. I made this and gave you the scene so you would realize that you're supposed to run from this thing.
Yeah, I was just gonna delay it by a turn so
So what are you
that
doing,
they
Felix?
could get away.
What are you doing, Felix?
I only have one weapon.
What
Know
are you
it.
doing?
Good.
Your choice.
Gonna draw out a blowgun and fire a dart at it.
Okay.
You suck and you get a bunch of sand.
So as you blow the dart out, the desert wind seems to push it, but you're like, okay, come on, and it actually hits him directly next to the eye, but it just bounces off its earthen hide.
Fair enough.
You could do what you want to do, man, but just realize your character will die, most likely. This thing is not something that Thielen has seen before, and it is very powerful in its nature.
Yeah, if I survive the one hit, I can move back to this. No, I can't. It would be too far.
Yeah, it moves 60 feet a turn, and it's already 50 feet from the elemental.
And I can only move 90 feet. No, if I use I'd have to take disengage to not provoke opportunity
The
attack. Which
boots
would
give
likely
you a
kill
30-foot
me.
flying speed, correct?
They make my walking speed and allow me to fly at that speed. I have 45 speed walk.
How?
I'm a monk.
Oh, okay. Anyways, what are you doing? You just blew the dart at it, and that's all?
It's a loading weapon, so yeah, that's all I can do since that's the only ranged weapon I got.
Okay, anything else
Oh,
on your turn, or
man.
are you good? Damuk, you're after the primal, by the way, so have your turn ready.
Okay, yep.
Okay. Anyways, end your turn because you're not doing anything else. The primal seems to start to clamber forward, and it gets directly towards the cart as it takes its arm back. It is going to make a strike at the carts. All of you make me dexterity saving throw. Actually, no, it's going to make an attack roll. Let's see. So what is, does anybody have an AC above, yeah, no, that's going to hit you all.
What is it?
It's like 40.
No.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
I would recommend if you have the shield cantrip,
I do. I have the feat magic initiate.
I would use
Shield
it.
isn't a cantrip.
Sorry, the shield first level spell. I would recommend using it.
I will use
Because-
shield.
Okay, so does anybody have an AC above 20?
I do.
No.
With shield, what does your AC become? Thielen?
26.
26. Okay, so that
How
is
the fuck?
only a single critical against you. Gesh, what is your AC, Gesh?
Minus 18.
18. Okay. Ruby, what is
What do
yours?
you have 26?
15.
Okay.
I have 21 normal AC,
So that's going to be a triple crit against you, Ruby.
and I just cast shield.
I'm going to die.
Yep.
Why do you
Raheem,
have 21?
I will say this.
Oh wait, never mind.
As it hits the carts, who's staying on the cart?
Not me,
I'm
though
staying on
I'm
the cart.
going.
Well, if we get off the cart, we're going to be running from this thing on foot, which is a much worse predicament.
But the Strider is probably destroyed.
Yeah. I'm not staying on the cart, though. I'm going to
Anybody
dive
who's
off
not
and...
staying on the cart, go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw to have the damage you will take.
Yeah, because I am also going to attempt to get the driver off as well.
Damuk, do you also have Aura of Protection?
No, I split my levels between two 2 classes.
Okay, well then, whoever is jumping off, you get a +4.
Thank you. 24.
24.
It's a dex save, you said?
Yeah, dex save. DC, by the way, is 22. Roll it in chat, please.
Oh shit. 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm assuming I could not drag the driver off like I was wanting to.
No. You are in the
Damn.
back portion. The driver is not.
Sucks.
Actually, you know what? Because this makes the chase scene horrible. Let's just redo its turn here. So instead, it's gonna walk up, and you see as it gets forward, its eye glows heavier as these runic patterns appear upon it. The runic patterns are more natural in design for anybody who's a natural caster and knows about them. And you just see this beam suddenly shoot forward. Chiron,
Yeah?
you're gonna use shield.
Yeah, I'm still gonna use shield.
Okay. As you guys watch Chiron immediately reactively cast a shield of arcane energy, and it seems to block this strange ray of magic for a bit before it collapses inwards and then hits you all. Instead, you're all going to take... I'll say, actually no, the shield, because you're going to use the spell anyways, you watch as the shield breaks but deflects the ray off to the side as the creature seems to get ready to keep chasing the party. Anyways, that is the creature's turn. Damuk, it is your turn. The cart is still there. We redid the turn.
Fuck.
Okay, card still exists. Alright.
Because you guys aren't fighting this. This is meant to be a rail escape kind of thing. My bad.
Got it.
Yeah.
Is this creature currently, how close is it?
Above you.
Okay. I should be able to hit this then. Okay.
Yeah, like you can see its leg is like getting ready to step in front of the vehicle, and it's like passing just above you.
Alright. Time to prove that this was a good choice. I'm going to use my feat Dragon Fear, which is just yeah, you know what that does, right?
No.
Okay. Basically, instead of my breath weapon, I can instead make it like a roar.
Mhm.
I can force each creature of my choice. I choose the thing within 30 feet of me to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is this against fear?
Yes.
It is immune.
This would be... Oh, it's mute? Fuck!
As you let out a roar, it just stares down at you. And you're like,
Well, shit.
that usually works.
I'm
You
also-
really draft
oh,
Dragon
shit.
Fear, my guy.
Oh no.
I'm a frightened build. Uh-oh, this is bad. Well, that takes my action.
Okay.
And that is it. I end my turn.
Okay.
Actually, as a bonus action, I'll cast Armor of Agath to increase my armor class.
As you're like,
Armor of Agathis.
fuck, and you just like
Yeah.
touch yourself, and if you'd like to describe how you cast Armor of Agathis, please. Or what it looks like.
This... I touch my chest, almost like beating it. I slap it once, and this pulse of just... like, this pure red energy covers my body. Almost as if I'm so angry, you don't want to hit me.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So as you roar and you look towards the other Dragonborn, who looks towards you, and is just like, oh shit. Anyways.
Ben, you
Anyways,
good? You got a
Gesh,
burst of blood vessel?
it is your turn, and Thielen, you are on deck.
Mhm.
Okay.
I already know what I'm gonna do.
Can I see it now clearly?
You can see it clearly, yes.
Okay, I will try to banish it.
Okay. Advantage here would be, what's your DC?
16.
It succeeds.
Alright, so it's immune to frightened.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I will say,
And it
as
just-
you cast this spell at it, you feel the energy pass over it, and as it begins to banish, it teleports 10 feet back as it seems to be shunted out of your spell as it stares down at you.
Okay, that's something.
Yep.
And I can't do anything else
I will,
with
I will
it.
say it did technically fail, but it uses legendary resistance. Sorry.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, it was charisma based. Yeah, then it definitely would have failed.
Yes.
I thought it was a wisdom
But
test.
but it has legendary resistance.
Yeah, but yeah.
Fuck,
Anyways,
why?
Gesh,
If it would...
as you cast this and you see it shunted about 10-15 feet back, it seems to roll. It seems to almost slide on the ground a bit as the carriage is starting to move faster. Anything else in your turn?
I can't do anything else on my turn.
All right.
Mate.
As you're being held, I would say, because you're on the side of this cart, you turn around and cast this, and you're just holding on. Would you like to try and climb onto the cart?
Oh yeah, I'm still not on the cart. Then yeah, I would.
Wait, I thought I
Start.
pulled them in.
No, you didn't pull them in. You are holding onto them on the side of the cart, trying to pull them in.
Then I would pull myself in.
Using Thielin's help, you manage to pull yourself up. At this point, Celine, you're still holding onto the side of the cart, and Thielin trying to pull yourself in. Anyways, does that end your turn, Gesh? As you
Yes.
climb onto the cart and look backwards, Thielin, it's your turn. V, you are on deck.
Can I ask a
Oh.
quick question?
Sure.
At this point, how far away is the elemental from us?
15 feet.
Gotcha.
So
Does it take an action to pull Celine in?
No, you could just use part of your movement to do so.
Alright, I'm gonna use my movement to pull Celine into the cart.
Okay. You pull this strange woman into the cart. Don't even know who the fuck she is. Pull out your weapon and your shield. What are you doing?
I'm gonna cast command on the elemental and tell it to flee.
Oh, that was what I wanted to do next turn.
Let me look at command real quick here.
It's a wisdom saving throw.
I'm looking at command. Give me a second.
Okay, okay.
It's a charm effect, right?
No.
60
No?
feet.
I don't think so.
Okay. So as you point towards it, you say flee.
Yeah.
As you shout flee towards it, you feel the magic just bounces off it as it does not understand the language you speak.
Fucking hell.
Well, are you saying it in common?
No, I'll say it. I don't know if it will be able to understand it. I'll say it. Oh, that's the wrong character sheet. I will say it in Celestial.
Alright. As you shout this out, everyone hears this choir of Celestial, and it just doesn't seem to have any effect.
Shit. Maybe I should have done Primordial.
Maybe.
Yes,
Yes,
but
you
you've already
should've.
said
No,
what you did.
duh.
Yeah.
This giant earth monster, and you shouted in Celestial. Hey, Horace! So let's just say some shit's happened. You guys are running from a 120-foot tall earth elemental in the desert, in the middle of a sandstorm, with your cart literally ripped in half, almost.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I'll go over to... when we get down to Initiative 0, I'll explain to you what's happening.
Okay.
Anyway,
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, so Thielen, as you point your sword and say this to him, it doesn't seem to have any effect, and you're used to that having effect as your hair blows in the wind by you.
Fuck. I say in common.
You guys just hear, fuck.
I'm fairly certain that whatever you said is not working.
Anyways,
Maybe he just doesn't understand the language.
Thielen, is there anything else on your turn, or is it...
No, I guess for flavor, I'm gonna ready.
Your asshole?
You cut out.
You're gonna ready your asshole?
No.
Oh, bend over.
They don't call him Horace for nothing.
It
Yeah,
would be
it's
real
next
good
turn.
if you could pick up the speed. I'd call to the...
V, it is your turn. Celine, you're on deck. As you're literally on the deck of the ship.
Alright.
Isn't
we're on a
this
ship
sled?
now?
Well, the
Oh.
deck of the cart. Mind you, a few of the actual, like, actually, no, they wouldn't have flown out at this point. Never mind. Continue.
I'm going to immediately enter my rage, and then I needed to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, did you go fucking Storm Herald?
No.
Okay. Why does it need to make a dex save?
Unless it's immune to psychic damage. I'm using my breath weapon.
Oh, okay. So you guys watch as V's character looks towards it. Oh God, it rolled fucking high. Yeah, that is a dex save. You said.
Yep.
Okay, so it rolled an 18.
Yeah, that passes.
Minus 4.
I needed to make another.
I'm just fucking with you. 18. It's just 18. But yeah, okay, another one? Why? Are you using... Is it a bonus action?
Uh,
Do you only get
I actually
one
get to
or
replace
two?
my attack action with my breath,
Oh, fuck you.
and I get to make 2 attacks per turn.
Okay.
Isn't the breath weapon a
It
But
is
the
not
old-
the
one-time
Gem
yes.
use?
Dragonborn.
No, that's normal
The
dragon.
Gem Dragonborns have a different type of
Yeah,
feature
Gem,
where you can
Gem
replace.
Dragonborns do less damage, but they can replace their attacks and shit. 16.
And they can do it multiple times a long
16.
rest.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, that passes.
Alright, so you watch
Damn it.
as, mimicking Tamuk's roar almost, this individual opens their mouth and you guys don't hear anything. And you just watch the creature just keep lumbering forward.
Nice.
You're kind of like...
Well, that normally works.
Yeah, as you say that, Tamuk, you hear, well, that normally works.
And I just, Damuk, you will hear this in your mind specifically. Yeah, apparently, it is a bit faster than we thought.
We gotta go.
Maybe.
And that is me using my, psionic mind trait, by the way, so,
Okay. And is that the end of your turn?
telepathy. Yeah.
Alright, Celine, it is now
I
your
use my
turn.
bonus action to raid.
Celine? Raheem? Pedric?
Shit, I was muted. Sorry.
Don't make me do it.
Celine. Don't do it.
Yeah.
That's not me.
Go ahead.
No,
what
but,
is Celine doing?
She's going to back up, like, onto the deck a little bit and sort of look around at everyone, just get a better hold of the situation,
Okay.
make sure everything's still on her, and then she is going to. Who's nearest to her right now? Is it?
It would be Thielen, who's standing there holding his sword, and you hear him go, fuck! He seems to look over to the rest of the party as he's, like, starting to look around to see what could happen as the hair is blowing through his face with the wind.
She is going to sort of give him just like a stern look and say, "Stop that. We all need to calm down if we're going to get out of this." And that's her giving the help action.
I figured as you stand up and brush yourself off a bit. As you take, like, 10 feet back and just stand there in your Victorian pose.
Yeah, just my presence is enough to inspire you all.
Yeah, management.
Alright.
Woo! Anyways, as you stand there, the Strider continues to move 60 feet. At this point, Horace, you wake up after the loud sounds of crashing, the sounds of breaking wood and ripping carpet, and the sounds of a laser being deflected into a rock or something. And as you, like, awaken and look up, holding your sword in your arms, cuddling it as you sleep, you look up and you see you're in the middle of a sandstorm. The top dome of your carpet, silk, and whatever other felts that seem to make the dome of the carriage are just missing, and they're just blowing in the wind as there seems to be a sandstorm around you. Your friends are all watching and looking back, all casting spells and whatnot, at this large figure that you can't really see in the sandstorm, but it towers above the Strider that you're on, and you can just see this large, shadow-filled, undetailed face with a single large glowing yellow eye that's just staring down about 120 feet above you. You can see the energy radiating off of it is finishing a beam-like attack as it seems to be lumbering forward. As you watch as Gesh's character sends his hand backwards, and you see it seems to almost shift 15 feet backwards. I would say, Horace, it is now your turn. If you would like to roll initiative, we could have your turn be here.
Initiative.
The cart is moving about 60 feet per turn, by the way, so jumping off it is going to fuck you up. Just so you're aware.
It's not a good choice, pretty much.
Yeah.
Plus
You always good, but...
5.
You also see 2 individuals that you do not know that just randomly seem to have appeared on your ship. One of them is standing up and, like, stepping back towards the front of the ship. 5.
How lovely.
Celine, what's your initiative bonus?
+1.
Okay, so Horace goes before you. Anyways, so Horace, at this point, what are you doing? As You're on one of these seats. You see the seats are starting to be pulled back with the amount of force being placed in it. You get the feeling these seats aren't as fastened down as you would hope because the dome at the top usually stops a lot of the wind flow.
Okay. Brian, elementals are magic, yeah?
You assume so, and you assume this thing is maybe elemental, yes.
Cool. I'm gonna
I will
try a
say,
thing.
this elemental looks completely different from any elemental you've seen. It has these runic marks across its body. Its tower is 120 feet tall. It's made of earth, rock, and limestone. And there seems to be, and as you guys are moving, you guys can start to see that the sandstorm is ever present around it.
Cool. Fuck, I don't have any fucking good fucking spells for this. Ah, shit.
Any fire
You
spells?
guys are about 75 feet away from it, by the way.
Or water?
I technically, all my shit is either, well,
Actually, technically, at this point, the elemental is like trying to step over the chain of the anchor that knocked off your roof. Just so you guys are
because
aware.
the problem is this, the spell I wanted to use is, it's a fucking summon spell, so they have to keep up with us. So, guys, fuck.
You took summon spells?
I took only one I have is like a summon greater demon. That's the only summon spell I have.
Well, technically, you couldn't even use that because you need the blood.
Yeah.
What was it?
Summon greater demon. I don't have any good fucking spells for this, I don't think. Fuck, I fucked my spells over royally. And, this,
Well, why would you take good spells when you're a fucking warrior?
yeah, I know.
Was it
I
magic?
mean, I
I would
guess
say,
that...
Boris, you know you do not want to fight this thing, as you see large craters left where it seems to have stepped.
Okay,
Sorry, dog caught a raccoon.
what? Okay.
My dog
is
caught a
anyone
raccoon.
within touching distance? That sounds wrong.
You can stand up and move to someone to touch them, yes. You do see that the two Dragonborns seem to be, like, talking with each other.
Cool.
Theoden is, like, trying to shout orders to the rest of the group while the woman is seemingly... Well, I'll say you're trying to, like, shout stuff to the rest of the group, not orders, while the woman seems to be saying something to Theoden at this point.
There are, like, 7 of us.
Oh.
Yeah.
You see Gesh's character's stuff is flying in the wind, floating, being buffeted by it.
Did anyone look like really hurt or just
No.
damaged a little bit?
No, everyone has gotten
No
a
one's
long rest
damaged.
by this point.
Cool. I'm gonna just to say I tried. I'm gonna try to spell magic. Just fucking say I tried.
You gonna dispel magic? How far is the range on that?
120 feet.
All right. As you thrust this dispel magic at the creature, go ahead and make me. I think it's an Arcana check. I allow it to be an Arcana check. So go ahead and make me an Arcana check.
Arcana check.
I swear, if this...
Well, actually, no. It's a
works.
spellcasting check, isn't it? Not an Arcana check.
Yeah, I believe that. No, that was siege.
What? Let me look. Let me look at dispel
Oh, no,
magic
yeah.
before you roll.
Yeah, it's David. Fuck you. It's equals 10 plus the spell's level. Check.
I swear, if this works...
How do I go?
Give me a second.
Stop that.
Give me a second.
What?
I wake up, go what, and fucking fight's over.
Okay, so what I allow is I allow you to make a spell attack I allow you to add your spell modifier as well as your proficiency bonus to it because you should be proficient in using this spell. So go ahead and make a
So-
spell attack at the creature.
Okay, so it's 1d20 plus 6. All right.
Yes.
Cool.
You got this easy.
If this works, I go. Huh? Please be good. Yikes. 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 10.
Too bad you guys don't have silvery barbs, huh?
Shut
Yes.
up.
So you guys watch as Horus stands up, grabs his sword, points it backwards, and you see this gout of magma flame shoot at the creature, and as it just hits, it just burns this large crest on its body, and it just seems to just put one arm up and just continue to walk forward as this continuous beam just hits it of magma.
How lovely.
The magma eventually stops and just starts to like crest out of the top of your sword, like when your kidneys are empty.
What?
You mean fucking bladder's empty?
That's what I meant. Yes.
When
Okay.
your kidneys are empty?
I don't know why I said kidneys.
You're not totally wrong,
Oh,
but
fuck, my kidneys are empty.
you missed a fucking step there, my guy.
Your kidneys are
You
empty.
missed a dozen.
Yup, damn, warlocks really don't have shit. Well, I've got to go just go. Well,
I
shit.
don't remember most of the quote, but I'm putting the last part in quotes.
Because it's not like when your kidneys are empty. Yeah, I'm gonna just go. Well, shit.
So everyone's
just
like,
kinda-
everyone's like, that usually works. I know that usually works, huh? Fuck.
This is
Well,
weird.
shit.
Well, fuck. This is going great.
Bro,
I could use smite. Oh, I'm stupid.
By the way, I let out what seemed to be a silent roll.
I could have used
Earlier,
Eldritch
so.
Smite. How lovely.
It's at this
I
point
forgot.
that you all are starting to get buffeted by this sandstorm and suffer 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Well, shit.
And I round up or down for having it.
Down.
So,
Gotcha.
So it'd be 1
Well,
if you're raging.
My turn's over pretty much.
So, as you finish your turn and bring your weapon and stab it into the ground of this strange cart that you're in, I need everybody aside from Theolin, Celine, and Horace to make me dexterity saving throws as the back cushioned couch goes flying out of the cart.
You all have a
Oh,
+4.
Yeah.
Okay, you all have a +4. Well, the cart itself is 30 feet long, so Thielen, I would say, yeah, I'll give all of you it. Why not? Because I don't want to.
28.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
12.
Okay. Damook?
You
Yeah.
said this is dexterity save, right?
Yes.
Oh, God.
X,
I don't
yeah.
like those.
Yes.
can
why'd
see
you only,
this, right?
Why'd you roll a +3? Guess.
What?
It's
Yeah,
a -1
Here's a
today.
-1.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah,
Wait, I
you
thought
can
we got
Advantage.
you can see
I
this.
thought-
25.
I thought we got a +4 to
You
that.
do. Yeah, I didn't realize you had a -1. I forgot. So you guys all
Yeah.
managed to dodge this, and well, Damook, you didn't roll yet. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Damook, you and Gesh's character both just get domed by this couch as you both start to go flying off the back. Does anybody reach out to try and grab them? Actually, I'll
Yes.
say no. They both
Yes.
both go flying off. You try to reach them, but just barely misses because if any of you try to reach them with the rolls you made, it's gonna fail.
I got 28.
28. I will say you can make an acrobatics check, but if you fail, you're falling.
I didn't have to roll. Can I still reach out?
No, you are not close enough to them. They are on the back of the car.
Okay.
You are
Oh,
basically middle
yeah,
of the car.
my bad.
Alright.
Yeah. So
Acrobatics check.
Ruby or what's your
I-
name? Or V
I'm-
can reach out.
Yes, I'm going to try to. You said
Oh.
acrobatics.
Acrobatics check, yes.
If I
Proficient.
use my flight to assist me somehow, would that give me any sort of bonus? Or
Not really, because you would have to go off the cart with your flight to use it.
good point.
I can fly too, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Technically, so can I.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the two of you that succeeded to reach out and instinctively grab these individuals. You, Eldrithin, go for Gesh's characters. You grab him. This guy is heavier than you thought. As you get dragged off, landing in the sand with him. You, Ruby, grab onto this individual, and as you grab onto him, suddenly feel the wood at the back of the cart cracks under your weight, and you go flying into the sand as well. As the four of them roll into the sand, prone on the ground.
I'm going to use some of my flight if I fell.
Yeah.
That was my
Uh,
point.
Well, it's a quick reactive thing. You're not going to be able to...
Right. Good
yeah.
point.
Yeah. So I will say, using whatever flight you can in that single moment, you do have the damage you're already going to take from the bludgeoning. Everyone that fell out takes
Yay.
10 points of bludgeoning. Because you're raging, you take 5, reduced to 2.
Ooh. And I'm assuming that my flight will not have it for me.
Your flight manages to have it for you as well, but you are using that flight at that moment. As you, the
Cool.
flight doesn't
It's
keep
a
the flight.
certain amount of time each day.
The flight doesn't keep you up in the air. It's more like a bracing for impact thing. So you don't,
Yeah.
instead. Anyways, As these four land on the ground, Thielen, Celine, Horace, you watch as these four go flying out and land in the ground as the desert is blowing around them. Ruby,
That's not good.
as you
Yep.
land prone on the ground, you start to push yourself up. What do you want to do? You have to use half your movement to stand up.
Yep, I know. Give me just a second because my thing is fucking lagging. Alright, so I'm going to stand up, which halves my movement from 45 to what?
20.
20. Okay.
We always round down.
Alright. And who's closest to me?
Well, you grabbed onto the mook, who's on the ground.
Demuk.
He's a heavy
Alright.
fucker.
Big man.
He's in full plate.
Mhm.
Yeah, we all
Oh,
need
I
to lift.
cannot carry you.
Yeah, we all
How
need
far
to...
away from us are the other two?
Wait,
The other-
isn't Theolin also in full plate?
I am, but I'm on the cart.
I think if we all
Just a
use...
relevant question.
Out of character, I think if the three of us
Oh, wait,
use
I have
our
snowfall.
flying, we could carry
Uh,
the
Yes.
mook.
Any carrying of another person has your movement.
Yeah,
unless,
but
unless
if
it's like
three...
you're carrying a gnome, it's like a Goliath.
Yeah, but what
Aye.
if 3 people at once carry a person?
It would still have all your movement, and you don't move at the same time.
I have a question.
Yeah?
What if I'm able to carry twice as much?
How so?
Bear aspect.
It's cool. Yeah, you could do it. You can carry the mook easily without having your movement.
Awesome.
Anyways, but it is Ruby's turn. What are you doing, Ruby? 5, 4, 3, 2.
Bonus action,
One.
dash, getting back to the cart.
All right. You move 45 feet. The cart moves 60 feet. Remember, so you are.
Yeah, 65 feet total.
How
So
so?
you're
It
leaving
no, it adds
right?
your movement
20?
speed. So it doubles your movement speed that you have at the moment. So it would be 20 increased to 40.
What?
That is how dashing works. It doubles your current movement speed.
Oh.
Doesn't he have a fly
Well,
speed?
I'll take my action to dash as well then.
Okay, I will allow it because I don't give a shit at the moment, but I'm going to have to fucking look this up. I'm pretty sure it doubles your current move speed.
Grants an additional movement on your turn,
Okay,
equivalent to your current move speed for that turn.
your current and it's halved already because they stood up.
Well, no, because you're using half of your movement. It does
Oh,
not
true,
actually
yeah,
have
I'm-
your speed.
I'm stupid. Yeah, you're right.
But carrying an additional person,
Yes.
as you stated, does
Yes.
have your speed.
So Ruby,
So
you're
it would
going
only
to
be the
dash
bonus
to get to the cart, right? Because it's about
Yep,
30.
using
I
my
would say at
bonus
this point, it's about halfway through its move, so it's about 30 feet from you. So you would have to use your bonus. Are you a rogue? Oh no, you're a monk. Okay, I keep forgetting monk gets that too. So you manage to dash forward using your boots, your winged boots, as they seem to push you through the air. As you jump onto the back of the cart and you turn around, what are you doing?
Gonna use my item. I'm assuming that the balls are still under the table.
The balls?
Bottles!
Well, you can. So you move to get there, and you have 45 then, right? So you have 45, 65. You can get up to the table, yes. As you go through, there
Yeah.
are a few bottles left, yes.
Alright, I'm gonna chuck, I'm gonna chuck as many as I can
Reminder,
at them.
The creature is 75 feet away from you. And it is heavy
Well,
wind.
already my action to just chuck the balls at it.
Alright, you hold your action to chuck a single bottle at it. Or a glass jar. Anyways.
The full ones.
Yeah, I know. A jar.
And that ends my turn.
Alright, Ruby's turn ends. The primal seems to step forward as it's going to move 50 feet forward, and as it does, it looks down towards the sand. I'm going to roll a perception check on it. It doesn't notice the three of you that are stuck in the sand. As it just seems to step over you, I would like a dexterity saving throw from the three of you at disadvantage. Well, I'm not going to give you disadvantage. I'll just say dexterity saving throw from the three of you.
Alright, I have advantage.
That's fine.
The disadvantage should have killed me.
Yeah,
Oh,
as it's
no.
trying to step over you, it's trying to step forward, and it might step on you.
14.
Oh my goodness.
Not 1 for
Oh.
0.
Gosh, no!
Oh god.
So,
Yes, just gone!
go ahead and roll Damook, by the way.
Oh no, I'm
Yes, you might
fucked.
live. You might live.
So Elderthin,
I
you manage to use your wings and just fly out of the way immediately as you just push them and don't even care about where you land. As you crush about 5 more feet backwards as you watch as Geshu's laying there and Damuk, are you gonna roll?
Yes.
the one person who has Revivify dies.
No, Gesh. Gesh, you got this.
I'm sorry, Gash. It was too sudden for me to be able to carry you.
Hey, nat 20.
Damuk, I will say this: if you wish to take damage and aid your cleric, you can jump on top of Gesh to attempt to use your armor and body to shield him a bit to not let him
Chief.
take the full damage.
I wouldn't do it, Chief. No, it was both of you guys dying.
Because
You
I will
really
say
think
this:
Albert-
your plate mail's already going to have the damage you take.
Right, 'cause I'm a big man, big
Yes.
armor.
And you could give that to Gesh as well. But otherwise, well, Gesh would technically take a quarter because you would also be shielding him.
Sacrifice. Sacrifice.
Okay, I could protect him.
But I will
But
say
also-
this. I will say this. If you don't protect him with that natural 20, you are going to not take any damage, and your armor will not be destroyed.
That's the thing. I have a, let's count it, +1 in dexterity. If I don't have the plate mail, I'm
I
just
will-
going to die continuously in the next few battles, cleric or not.
Hold on, Gesh. This isn't anything against you personally. I'm calling it as it is. You will not make that check. Let's be real. You won't make it, Zeus or Ruby or whatever. So just
Yeah, just don't try, man, or you die as
you're
well.
you die as well.
You
Gesh,
could
if
either
you
try
don't
to
outright
take
die-
it, or you could try to take Gesh with you, but you would have to roll again.
I'm gonna leave it as it is. I'm taking my nat 20.
So
Mine.
you roll over and see it about to hit you, and you use your tail to just smack yourself like full on force, standing up out directly right next to your other dragonborn compatriots. You just stand up in the middle, and you turn around and you start to yell towards Gesh's character as you guys just watch the foot crush him. Gesh, how much health do you have in total?
Enough.
Please. If you
Gesh?
survive, I might be able to
Gesh,
do something.
How much health do you have in total?
With my current health, if it's 100, if it's 113 or higher, I will die.
Okay, so this thing is fucking made of stone, so it's gonna do a lot of damage. So you're aware. All right.
I'm just
I
pissed
know.
off. Stomping.
It's so you rolled a natural 1. You are prone, so it's going to do a bit more damage. So it's going. I'm
know.
gonna add some extra damage to it. So instead of that, it's gonna be
I might actually die.
yeah. So
No,
I
you
think
got
it needs
this.
to roll full damage. Well, I will say this: how much health are you at right now?
43,
Okay, so you have 130
You're
max HP.
13.
113. Okay. Oh, it could kill you.
Yes.
It could kill you. Um,
No, you got this. Got this.
guys,
I have 70 max HP. Yes.
so how much health are you at right now? 43.
That's double your health.
So, you guys hear as it just steps and puts all its weight on you as it continues to move forward. And mind you, this is just the movement of its turn.
Yeah.
As it continues to lumber forward, it takes its step as its other leg, the leg it just crushed Gesh with, comes up, and you see just this red spot on its leg with Gesh's body, and it just peels off onto the ground. Gesh, you are still alive by 10 HP. You did not die. You are unconscious.
You
That
got
was
this.
not good.
Hey, you gotta give him props. He survived, baby. He survived being
It gets-
stabbed.
I wanna
gets-
say.
It gets about 25 feet from the cart, and it seems it's going to make a single attack for a punch, and it is going to target. Yeah, fuck it. It's gonna target a single creature.
Oh boy.
It's actually it gets within range of you throwing your bottle. So if you would like to make a dexterity, just roll a dexterity check, Ruby.
Yep.
Okay. And you're just aiming at its body.
Yep.
Okay.
So check.
Yep, dexterity check.
All right, that's a +3. 6.
Six. You throw the jar and it gets caught in the storm. And it comes back towards you, and you manage to duck as Horace. You see this jar coming towards you. You just
Wait, what?
take your greatsword and just bat it out of the way as it shatters, and this sody of just orange flavor hits you. And you're disappointed because you missed. You're now covered in sody in the middle of a sandstorm, being chased by a giant primal.
Have you never heard? Don't piss downwind. Oh my god.
That wasn't piss. I'd say still
the worst.
smiling because that's my character's shtick. They'll never stop smiling.
Anyways,
Be pissed.
the creature is going to make a strike at, I would say the person who's closest to the back of the cart would probably be Ruby's character. So Ruby.
You said I reached the middle to get the table.
Yes, and actually I don't even know because Thielen and them would be the same around.
I would probably be the closest.
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
think.
say it's gonna attack the side of the cart with Thielen on it, so it's going to try and do that. Thielen, make.
I'm
me
gonna
a
cast shield.
Okay, make me a dex save, and with advantage with your shield. It
All right,
does. It does hit the cart with a.
How do I do
36.
advantage?
Advantage. You do the same thing, and you do space ADV at the very end.
Okay, 2. Oh no, I know. 1d. Come on, 20.
Whenever you roll
Plus.
here, I'm also going to subtract from its attack to hit the cart. By the way.
Okay. 10.
10. So, as it hits the cart, you guys watch as Thielen just summons a magical shield up in front of him. As he does, the shield seems to coat around him, and you just watch the side of the cart explode off the side, and Thielen falls off the side of it. But doesn't take any damage.
All of that because
Here.
we failed that D100.
No, we're fine.
Anyways, as the creature continues to lumber forward, it doesn't seem to have a fast movement speed. It only has a movement speed of 50. So, it is starting to lose the cart a bit.
But so do we.
But so are some of your allies, yes. So, at this point, the creature... Can you guys stop, like, fucking saying shit in general so I can keep the fucking turn order? Demook, as you stand up and watch the cleric fall and just hit the sand, what are you doing?
Okay.
You're about 75 feet from the cart. The primal elemental is in between you and the cart. You're just in front of the large anchor. The cleric's about 20 feet in front of you.
So between me and the cart is beast, cleric, a lot of sand.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, let me... Okay.
Oh, and by the way, Gesh, you're on deck here. So get ready to make a save.
What?
Right. Fun. If I dash, I might be able to actually make it back on. Right?
75 feet?
Oh. Oh, no.
Actually,
Okay.
no, you're not 75. You're 45 feet from it. I'm stupid.
So yeah, if I dashed, I could like get like
Wait.
a hop and get
Wait,
on
hold
there.
I think I'm being stupid here. So it was 75 feet from the elemental. The elemental moved 50, so he's 25 behind the cart. You're 30 behind the cart, so you're like 5 feet behind as the creature is moving forward still. The cleric is directly in front of you. My bad.
Okay. That makes life easy, I think.
Much easier, yes.
Okay.
So you can get back up to the cart, but the elemental is behind the cart,
Oh,
basically.
Yeah. So I would just be right back in the same scenario.
To an extent. It seems to be losing the cart because the cart moves at 60 feet.
Right. Okay. So I can't. Hard to guess. If you can't fear it, you probably can't do like command on it. Yeah, or charm.
Command isn't a charm effect.
What is
Oh.
it?
Command won't work if they can't
Okay.
understand its language.
Okay. I am going to run hop back on the cart, not dash,
Okay.
and
You're still within range of the golem. Never mind. Continue.
and I would like to take a swing on the creature to like try to make it go away.
As you're walking by, you're gonna take a swing at it.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Roll.
And is this a slashing, piercing, or bludgeoning weapon?
Let me see. This is a piercing weapon.
Okay. And is it magical?
Yes, this is the weapon of warning.
Okay. What kind of weapon?
It's a weapon of warning.
No, but what kind of weapon?
Oh, a spear.
Okay.
Sorry. And we'll probably have a nap when we get there. Okay. And I'm going to channel divinity, guided strike here, just to make this easier on myself.
Oh my god, are you cleric as well?
No, I am playing Conquest Paladin.
So am I.
But you're also playing Conquest?
Yeah, I'm full conquest paladin.
Oh no.
Oh no.
guys. Oh,
Well,
no.
that means you have Aura of Conquest. Everything I fear doesn't have movement speed if I'm near you. Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
I know, but this thing is immune to fear.
I know. I'm so bad about that.
So
Okay.
two fear paladins can't use fear.
Okay. So,
And I'm a
nat
fear
20
monk,
plus
too.
16.
Okay, that's 36. Alright.
That's 36.
It's a big ass fucking rock. It's not hard to hit. Its AC is 6. So you quadruple crit it. So go ahead and roll damage. All your damage if you're adding smites to it as well. And we're gonna multiply that by double for 16.
So he's the what?
Please use all your smites, man. Please just pull all your
God.
smites and
For-
burn.
Yeah, and I allow
16.
bursting smites, which means you could pull all your smites into one attack.
Honestly, we need to kill it. Not really. We don't need to kill it. We need to scare it.
Yes, we do.
I
We
will
need-
say
okay.
this. Depending on how much damage you can roll, there is a very low chance you can kill this creature.
See, that's what I'm thinking. So I think I need to add a
Yeah.
I need to
I
add
have
just
doesn't
enough damage
do
to
it.
scare it.
So if you
Either
want to
we kill it
burst
or we
all your
don't.
smites,
It would. I'd be out of everything. I would just be dead.
I have one spell slot, my guy.
Yeah, but you could kill it.
so I'm gonna say this: burst your smites if you want to. You're not going to. I'm not trying to. You may not die to this creature.
Okay, I'll burst them. I'll burst them. So
So, you guys watch as this individual takes his weapon and pierces it into this creature's large stony body into its leg, and as he does, it seems to pick up its leg as this explosion of radiant divine energy. He doesn't walk to the fucking sled. He gets bursted from the burst of smite energy, and he just flies through, hitting the back wall of the sled. Well, the front wall of the sled, technically.
okay, so it is 2d8 for each spell slot level. So I will add up the numbers.
So go ahead and roll your spear damage. Your modifiers are added onto that, as well as your smite damages, whatever other damages you might have.
So I think. Okay, so
And I will say,
this-
I will say this: if you want to, you could also add in, let's say, as if you got hit twice with your armor of Agathis on, and you will get rid of the armor of Agathis. However,
awesome. Okay,
okay. So that would be like 10 damage or something extra added on to the
Right.
bonus. Yeah.
And all of that in one attack.
all right. So that is
He hit it in his critical.
60. So 68 from all the first spell slots. That's 6 plus 1 from the spear because you can two-hand it. Plus 6 more because 2 second level spell slots because I'm not full paladin or full whatever.
Mhm.
God, and
So
imagine if he would have been full paladin.
Yeah, I know. But once I heard 68, I'm like, oh yeah, it's fine.
13 d8. So this is all the d8s. And I'll also add my bonus here of how much? Plus 3. I forgot. I'm terrible. So plus 3
Plus the 10 extra, remember.
plus 10 extra.
So
1,
66.
2, Yep, so
Oh,
66.
are you re-rolling dice or something?
I can also I have Great Weapon Master.
Is a spear a great weapon though?
Wait, you can it's versatile. I don't know if that counts or not.
I'll allow it.
If it's a
For
two-handed
great weapons,
versatile,
I
it still
believe-
applies.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll allow it. So you can re-roll those ones and twos.
All right, I will roll 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of those dice. Okay.
Okay.
4d8.
Okay.
That's
so
a straight upgrade.
technically you're only adding
Right.
4 and 6 to that, so that's an extra 10 to it. 66 and increase to 76
So
And-
76.
times 16.
One
Right?
1,216.
Hold on, let me do the math. 76 times 16.
Oh,
Okay. So, as you stab into this creature and you burst backwards, how do you want to kill it?
yes!
It has 1,000
Oh,
HP.
God.
It has 1,000 HP.
Okay,
What?
that was harsh. All right.
And you did it with a magical piercing damage, so it didn't have that immunity.
Yeah. Okay. So that means I didn't use any of my other garbage.
God damn
Okay.
it.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna.
Alright, that just means I gotta make shit harder.
Whoa.
Please no. This was a lucky crit, man.
Bro,
Yeah.
you got to admit a quadruple kill. That doesn't happen This happens maybe once in a blue moon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the
Anyways,
chances
Okay.
was
Continue.
minimal.
Continue. Damook.
So Damook, he runs up and stabs this creature. His his spear violently shaking, as telling him that there's danger nearby. At more and more as he gets closer and closer.
Starts to heat up
He's-
orange red in your hands.
There's enemies. Watch out. I stab in the creature, and I just explode backwards from it as just pure rage. As I don't like it when creatures attack things that are inherently good. This makes me very angry. I stab into it, and there's just this red burst. There's just a small explosion of energy. I fly backwards and hit the sand.
Well, no, you hit the. Yeah, but let me go ahead and describe the scene now. So, as
Yeah,
you
go ahead.
stab into this with this rage, you feel everything go cold for a second. You're like, what's going on? And suddenly you get bursted back. Everyone else, as you're watching and looking at this, you see an image. This energy that comes out of him is not divine golden. As it peers into as it begins to wrap around the spear itself and enter into the body of this elemental, you see this draconic design of energy, red in color, appear behind this individual, almost creating a visage of a dragon, as this energy seems to shoot up and start to crack the body of this elemental as this deep crimson red divine energy pours out of it. You see the creature puts its head up and reaches into the skies. You hear as it starts to crack. You see this bismuth sheened color magic just start to escape wildly from it as this red energy is fighting it and fighting it. I will say, roll me a charisma. God damn it! Now someone's knocking on my door again. God damn it!
Jesus Christ.
Hey,
Perfectly
it's
fine.
your own rules that caused this.
Mhm.
Roll me just a general D100 here, Damook, as the creature explodes into a divine energy of red nature as well as bismuth color as it just explodes outwards, sending
If you
rock
roll
and shit
bad, it's
everywhere.
gone.
And I will give you advantage on this, so you can roll twice.
If you roll
Okay,
bad,
I will roll 2d100s. Here we go. 73.
You love
It could have been a
shit.
6.
It was a 71 or higher. So, as you slash into this and go flying back or pierce into it, as you hit the wall, you fall unconscious as the energy has just been expelled from your body. As the sled continues pushing forward, the rest of you stand up. Actually, Eldrothan, did you make it to the cart yet? V? Hello? V,
I don't think he did.
here, I'm doing
Yo,
something.
V.
Yeah,
Yo,
Oh,
damn.
oh no.
he goes after me.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Alright, I guess they're off doing... V, are you there?
He's back.
Hello?
Sorry.
Your character hasn't made it to the cart yet, right?
Correct.
As this elemental explodes in front of you, do you grab the cleric and rush to the cart? Because you have a faster
Yes.
movement speed than the cart while flying.
Yes.
Does the
I have-
explosion propel the cart?
No. As V, I
Yeah,
will
I'll
say
grab the
you
cleric.
grab onto the cleric and begin to fly as this creature is releasing an immense amount of energy to try and dodge out of its explosive radius. You manage to do so, but you feel a searing heat hit your back as you fall onto the cart as well. At this point, anybody here have a passive perception of 20 or higher?
No.
Only a
I'm not
15.
Silene is 22.
Silene, you watch as what seems to be this piece of rubble that the rocks got flung everywhere, but you see a single piece of rubble, almost like a gem or crystal, falls and lands in the sand as the cart's moving away.
She would point it out to everyone because there's no way she's gonna be able to get it.
All right. I will say the red dragonborn is unconscious right now, but not dying. And you guys are providing medical treatment to your cleric. Does anybody want to
Yeah.
jump off the cart while it's moving to try and go and grab it?
Was I off? Did the
How long
thing
has
knock
it
me
been?
off?
Oh yeah, Thielen, you're on the ground as you watch this creature explode, and you're watching the cart leave you.
Fuck.
Hey, where's Guess currently? Do we
Yes,
leave him?
he's on the cart, dying, but you got
Okay.
to get medical
I want to say,
yeah.
do we leave him on the fucking ground?
Yeah, Horace.
You left
just
me on the
watched
ground.
This red dragonborn single strike take down this titanous creature in front of you.
I'm going to fly off to grab
I'm in full play.
the
You cannot
thing-
grab me.
the thing on the ground as well.
You
I
guys
am
watch
going to
Ruby's
shout to
character
the
jump
driver.
off and start to like Mario jump through the air,
Eh,
reverse long jump.
I
How
I
far
am
away
going
is
to-
Mr. Full Plate?
Well, hold on, Ruby.
I am also going to shout at the driver that he should probably slow down for a minute.
The cart does begin to slow down a bit. You look back and you do see
Thank you.
Thielen. Thielen is just like head in the sand, covered, just like trying to push himself out, but he's having a bit of trouble because he's in full plate.
Yeah.
Thielen,
Oh.
your head's under the sand. You managed to push it out. Well, I'm saying you got pushed into the sand because of the explosion.
Yeah.
I want to say real quick, thank you for killing that thing. My only plan I had for that was to fucking summon a greater fucking demon as roadkill and fucking try and trip it over.
Well, you wouldn't have been
If
able to
it
summon it
didn't-
because you don't have a vial of blood from something killed within the last
True.
24 hours. Yeah. Well, if you killed
If you didn't
Gesh,
kill it, I was
mean...
gonna try.
Honestly, that could work.
Gash blood, please.
We love killing Gash.
Anyways,
I ain't gonna die
Sorry,
for
guys,
you,
we just-
bitch.
so as the cart eventually comes to a stop and the sandstorm is starting to subside a bit, Ruby, as your character lands in front of this small glistening piece in the sand, it almost looks like opaque glass that you can't really see through. Almost like a yellow color in design. Almost like when you think of lightning from a video game yellow.
Mm-hmm.
However, you can see striations as if lightning struck through it of bismuth color, as well as red in a different direction as if they're fighting. Two vortexes of lightning clashing against each other. Within
My
this
god,
chapter.
reverse flash.
It was me, Barry.
You know when you were kissing your girlfriend for the first time and you jizzed at just a woman's touch? That was me, Barry.
Barry,
I
I
jerked
jerked
you
you
off.
off.
It's
You off
supersonic
at
speed.
hypersonic speed.
Oh,
Oh god, my Discord just crashed. Well. Oopsie. Well, that sucks. I'm gonna have to reopen Discord then. What the fuck? be back.